Discipleship is just a fancy Christian word to describe the process of becoming a disciple. And a disciple is another fancy Christian word too. So really what a disciple is, really quite simply, is a wholehearted follower. And, it's really the simplest thing I've found to describe what it means to be a disciple. And Jesus went a little bit deeper in this. In John 8:31, he says this: "If you abide in my word, you are truly my disciples." And the key to becoming a disciple is actually learning to abide. And the word abide here, if you take a look at what the Greek word actually means here, it says to not depart from, to not leave, to continue to be present with, to be rooted alongside, to be knit together, to be as one with. And, one of the places where we start to see this really kind of played out for us is in a story that John tells us of Jesus encountering two men who would eventually become his disciples. This is what he wrote. He said, "The next day, John the Baptist was standing with two of his followers. John looked at Jesus as he walked by and said, 'Behold, the Lamb of God.' The two disciples heard him say this, and they followed Jesus. Jesus turned and saw them following and said, 'What are you seeking?' And they said to him, 'Rabbi,' which means teacher, 'where do you abide?' And he said to them, 'Come, and you will see.' So they came and saw where he dwelt, and they abode. They remained with him." And I want to just say that being a disciple involves more than just following Jesus, because it goes beyond that to ask the question, where do you abide? Where are you hanging out? Where is the place that I can be with you? And the difference between being a follower and being a wholehearted follower is asking this question, because it puts you into the equation. It puts you into the place of putting yourself where you're most likely to encounter God. Abiding is not just an accident. Can I tell you? It's something that just doesn't happen. It is a resolution. It's a choice. It is a response to the call to come onward and upward. And these men chose to be with Jesus. They chose to walk with him and to live in close proximity with him.